Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Finds the tight end. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They're going to run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Georgia going up tempo. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. Running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Royan. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. Hit the afterburners, kid. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 30. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit.
Number 18 on the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Kane. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D-tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Bulldogs are marching down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Oh, what a move. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. 8th play of the drive coming up. Fires to the right. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Nice move to keep moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. At midfield, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And one of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They'll try to add another to their lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
And the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Dropping back, it's Kane. Sends it downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Minnesota 10.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need... And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Afterburner's coming. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
1st and goal, Georgia.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
21, Minnesota 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before...
Open runway ahead. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. timeout of the half. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Going to the running game. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Third down play from the gun. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Back to throw. It's Kane. And they got him for the sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Pressure coming. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Headed to the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Kane. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. Down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Buck. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
31, Minnesota, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Georgia 38, Minnesota.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Georgia! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible... This quarterback. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. He's going to pass. He tries to take the top off. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on 2nd. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he'll go out of bounds. And this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Minnesota Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good.
He lost one down the sideline. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Keeps it on the bootleg. He'll take another shot here. Snags it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Minnesota 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand man for man. And
he's running in the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking for a man, it's Kane. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around.